This video is honestly like 4 years overdue. The last time I did this video was in 2020. It was so long ago. I was actually in this room, believe it or not. Kind of crazy. But in that video, I tested out a bunch of different wide calf boots from the internet. And today we are gonna do the exact same thing, but hopefully in the last 4 years, there will have been many improvements made to the wide calf boot industry. You know, honestly, it's not until maybe like 5 years ago that I started having to buy wide calf boots, and I just can't believe that more boots aren't available in wide calf. It's not just plus size people that need wide calf boots, it's people with athletic calves, it's people who just genetically have bigger calves, and not everybody has teeny tiny calves, so I want to be able to wear the cute boots in the wide calf, and I know a lot of you do as well. So I ordered 5 different pairs of wide calf boots ranging from $50 all the way up to like $250. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be trying on wide calf boots from Target, Torrid, Journey Collection, Vince Camuto, and Dolce Vita. So we have a lot to cover, we have a lot to go into. I am going to be measuring my calves beforehand just to give you an accurate representation and show you what my calf size actually is, and we're gonna jump into trying on all of these different boots. We have a wide variety, there's lots of different styles and colors, so hopefully we're gonna cover all the bases. So let's try on some wide calf boots, apparently, and see just how wide calf they are. We'll be the judge of that. Okay, so before we get into the actual boots that I ordered for this video, I thought I would show you the circumference of my calf because I think that that's helpful to know. I measured them like a week ago. They're 17 inches, but I'll do it again on camera just to show you. So I'm gonna go from the widest part of my calf. Can you see that? Which I think is like here-ish. And yep, we are literally dead on 17 inches. Can you see that from there? No, you cannot, but you can see from this angle. So there we go. 17 inches. I obviously went based off of the size chart for all of these. Most of the brands had a size chart for all of their wide calf boots. Some of them didn't, but gave like a general measurement. So fingers crossed we got all of them right, because a lot of these boots were a lot of money. So let's jump into it. All right, so as far as the boots that I got, we're gonna start with Target. We're gonna go from the least expensive to the most expensive. That just feels like a fair scale. And this pair of boots that I got is from the Wild Fable brand. This is called the Women's Rebel Distressed wide calf tall moto riding boots, and I got these in a size 9 wide calf. If you watched my video where I tried on a bunch of like fall trends that I'm really excited about, I did mention these and I wore them in the video, so it's not my first time trying them on because I just like bought these on my own. I wanted to include them in this video because I want to compare them to the others and see how they pair up to the much more expensive pairs. There is some buckles along the side and they are adjustable, so that's really nice. There's also like a little bit of a fold over kind of like extra section of fabric, so it gives you that extra room if you need it. I believe I have all of these except the very bottom ones on the loosest buckle setting, and then there is a full size zipper down the entire panel of the inside. That is like my #1 pet peeve. When boots only have a zipper from like here to here, I just absolutely hate it. Like, make it go all the way up the length of the boot, you know? And so these are more of like a moto boot, biker boot, riding boot, whatever you want to call it. They're a pretty low heel as well, so they're gonna be a lot more comfy. I love the square toe. I think these are gonna be fun. As I said, I have tried these on before, but we are gonna compare them. We're gonna use them as part of the experiment. So let's try these on and see what they look like. All right, so let's put these babies on. I know that I've tried them on already and I've said that before, but I just wanna show you what they look like going on and then give you that satisfying zip. You know what I mean? It's like really rare to have that when you have wide calves because the zip is terrifying. You're afraid you're gonna zip up your entire skin and everything with it. So we're gonna see how easily these go on. So here we go. The foot slides in very well. And now for the moment of truth, here is the zip. Are you ready? It zips all the way. We'll do the other one as well. Beautiful. We love to see it. So here is what they look like on. I think they're a really cute boot. They look cute with this outfit as well. That's kind of why I wanted to pick like a neutral outfit that I think a lot of different boots would look cute with. But what I will say is the kind of like way that the boot sits, like the way that the material sits when you have them on like this, it kind of like bunches in a weird way towards the end. You know what I'm talking about? I'll show you in a close-up, but it's just not my favorite look. I just wish it stayed like straight upright. Does that make sense? So that's one thing that I will note about this. this, but it feels really good on. As I mentioned before, I do have this on the like loosest buckle. I do think I could probably loosen it a little bit, but I don't want it to be like muffin top calf over the top, do you know what I mean? So I decided to just go with the loosest option. And I will say if you have maybe like an 18-inch calf or above, I probably would avoid these just because I think they'd be a little bit snug. I really like the way these feel on me and on my calves. Like there's a little bit of cushion at the bottom of the boot, which I like a lot. I love the square toe. They feel really nicely on my calves. They don't feel like they're gonna give me any kind of trouble throughout the day. And for the price, I will say compared to some of the other prices we will be seeing in this video, like it's really not bad. I think these are a dupe for like a mosquito boot or something like that, I want to say. And honestly, go with the cheaper ones. Unless you're gonna wear them every single day, I would totally recommend these if they fit your calf. And I just wish that more brands would recognize the fact that people have wide calves. Like, why are we just now in 2024 starting to expand the calf width of our boots? Like, that makes no sense to me. It's also just a bad business move because so many more people would be buying your boots if you made it in their calf width. So I don't know. I do wish that they made these in an extra wide calf as well. I know like beggars can't be choosers. It's an affordable, accessible Target brand of boots, but I do really like these and give them my stamp of approval for sure. I just wish that they were available in even wider calves. If you've been thinking about picking up a pair of boots like this and you don't want to break the bank, then I would definitely recommend them. They're cute, they're comfortable, and these are definitely gonna get like a 9 out of 10 for me. The only thing I'm deducting points for is the little bit of like weird bunching in the front, but really, really cute. All right, next up we have Torrid, and Torrid has like a very kind of love-hate fan base. I will say they're like the OG as far as accessible plus size clothing goes. They have always been around like since I was in high school. They're always in every mall pretty much, but they just really struggle with like cute and trendy items sometimes. I personally have a love-hate with Torrid. I found a couple things that I like from there, but most of the time it's just wildly uncute clothing. However, when I was doing my research for this video, I found so many cute wide calf boots and wide width shoes on Torrid's website. And honestly, they're always having like some kind of sale going on. So really, I was quite impressed with what I found. And this is the pair that I decided to go with. These are called the Combat Knee Boot. They're very reminiscent of the Doc Marten tall knee-high lace-up boots, but my calves would simply never fit in those. So I thought that these would be a fun little comparison to try out. These are originally $89.90. I got them on sale for I think like $62, so not that bad, and the quality feels pretty good, at least as of right now. And here's what the inside looks like. So there is a small panel on the inside of like that stretchy material. That's another pet peeve of mine, is when brands, instead of just like making the boot wide width, they add this like gigantic fabric panel. This is small in comparison, but it's really annoying when it's like just an entirely like elastic piece instead of just like the actual material of the boot. So this is not bad. I do wish the whole thing was just the same kind of like pleather material, but that's okay. And it does have the zipper that goes all the way up, and it sure does lace all the way up. Wow. So I believe this is also a wide width shoe, which like sometimes I need, sometimes I don't, but typically my foot fits in just like a normal size shoe, but we'll see. So we're gonna try these on, see how they fit my calves, and I feel like I have a lot of faith in Torrid. Like they usually come through with the wide calf stuff, but you never know. So let's try them on. All right, this pair I'm a little nervous about. I don't really like particularly wear this style of boot, but you never know. I may feel inspired. So okay, let's see. How do we tie these? It looks like there's like a decent amount of excess shoelace. So if you wanted to make these like even wider, I think you could just loosen the laces, it seems like, which is nice. I'm sure you could do that with the Doc Martens as well, but I just know that they wouldn't be wide enough for me. So okay, let's just see how they are as is and then go from there. So here we go. Oh, it's like a very like cushy platform. Okay, here's the zip. Are we ready? Okay. At first it felt like it was a little tight, but I actually don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I still have a decent amount of room in these. Like when I bend my leg back like this, I see about like an inch to an inch and a half of gapping, which is amazing because that means that it's like super adjustable. And I should have known that from Torrid because like I said, I feel like their boots are pretty wide. And then you could make them even wider by loosening all of these laces up, and like you could probably have an extra even inch or two from that alone. So that's pretty great. Okay, let's put on the other one. See what it looks looks like. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about these, but honestly, I'm kind of into them. I kind of think I might keep them, to be honest. I don't know if you're supposed to like tie them in the front because the laces are tucked down in there, but I'm going to because I like the look of that. Honestly, these are so cute. I don't know if I'd wear them with this specific outfit, but with like a cute little lace slip skirt and like an oversized band tee, this would be a vibe. I'm kind of feeling it, and like I'm really impressed by the bed of the actual shoe. It's super comfortable. I don't feel any kind of like tightness or weird things jabbing into my foot. I'm looking at you, Dr. Martin. My beef with Doc Martin knows no ends, but I still wear my pairs that I have from them all the time. But I don't think I would want to like break in a pair like this, because I feel like the boots themselves are already so difficult to break in as it is that like I just couldn't handle the calf part of it as well. Like imagine getting blisters on your calves. Oh my god. I'm kind of feeling like a little rocker girly in these, and I love it. I think the platform is really fun and it's totally different from anything that I've worn before, but I really like it. I also saw a hack on TikTok that people have been doing. The little stitch around the perimeter of the shoe is white and Doc Martens are yellow, and I've seen people taking yellow marker and like coloring it in, so if you really wanted to do that, you could. You didn't hear that from me though. And as far as like the actual width of the calf goes, I'm super impressed. Like honestly, if nothing else, Torrid really does have some cute shoes available at the moment. I would say Torrid, more than any other brand that I tried for this video, had so many options that I was like having to narrow it down on which ones I wanted to try. So maybe I'll do like a video in the future where I try more of Torrid's shoes and boots and stuff, because I feel like they have really cute stuff. Clothes are another story, but shoes are honestly looking pretty good, and I'm gonna give these like honestly a 9.5 out of 10. There's not much that I would change about them. Maybe it's like the platform is a bit much for me. I would prefer them to be a little flatter, but also it's kind of fun and like really funky, so I'm into it. If you've been on the fence and you've been wanting to try a pair like this, I would totally recommend these. All of these boots that I'm trying on in this video will be linked in the description box below for you, but I'm kind of impressed by these, and like that was really unexpected, but I'm kind of in love. Next up, we have a brand called Journey Collection, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, did I do another one of these videos in like 2022? I think I might have, where I tried on some Journey Collection boots. Anyways, regardless, Journey Collection does have wide calf boots and extra wide calf, as well as I think like narrow calf, and they have a ton of options, and they're relatively affordable as well, considering you can usually find them on sale, and that's what I did for these. So these are called the Romilly knee-high boots in extra wide calf. Now that's the thing is, the extra wide calf is still a little snug on me, but we are gonna test this out. There's a possibility that they've made improvements over the last couple years since I bought the last pair. I know that a lot of other people have like encouraged them to make their extra wide calf even wider. So these retail for $139.99, but I got them for $89.99 on sale. So I mean, still pretty pricey, but compared to some of these other ones, it's like half the price. So here is what it looks like. It was only available in this tan color, and so I just needed to order them for this video, so I went for it. And honestly, really pretty color. I think it's gonna look really cute with this outfit. It does have the zipper that goes all the way up the inside panel, and it does have a little extra, maybe like inch or so of elastic. I think that's great for just like if you need a little extra budge, you know. Relatively high heel. We'll see how that ends up going. It's kind of like a cowboy boot, but with like a flat top, and I love that. I think that a lot of times when I'm looking for a wide calf boot, they do this weird like curved like arched top and then flat in the back, and I don't like that. I like it to just be straight across like that. So these are going to be very cute, I think. I have high hopes for these. I don't know how they're going to compare to the other Journey Collection boots that I have, but the other ones that I do have are a little snug, so fingers crossed for these. All right, so if there's any pair that I'm like slightly apprehensive about, it's these. I know that they're gonna fit, but I just don't know how like loosely they're gonna fit. But there is no time like the present, so let's try these on together. Let's zip them all the way down. Love to see it. Okay, here I go. Okay, actually, I think the initial zip was a little scary, but not too bad, really. I would say I have like 1/8 of an inch around the circumference of my calf here. Like that's a tiny bit. We'll put the other one on just to be sure, but I will say these are the tightest on the calf of any of the pairs that I've tried on so far. I mean, I've only tried on 2 before this, but these are definitely the tightest, and like these are the extra wide calf. Okay, let's zip it. I was a little scared. I was a little scared there. I don't think you can tell as much in wearing them. Like, I don't think it's super visible, like, to the eye, but I can feel that it's a little bit tighter. It's not constricting my circulation by any means, nothing like that, but it's noticeable. It's just such a cute boot though. Like, I love the way it looks with this outfit. I think it would look cute with so many things in my closet, and if you have a calf size similar to mine, I would say go for it. But I feel like there are people out there with, you know, 18, 19, 20 plus inch calves, and like they wouldn't be able to wear these, and these are your extra wide calf. And if you're kind of priding yourself on making these wide calf boots, then like make them wider, you know what I mean? So I do think that they're a little bit better than some of the other wide calf boots I've tried from them, but I will say, like, I notice it and it's definitely kind of annoying. So I probably wouldn't end up keeping these just because I would want to make room for something in my closet that has a lot more room and just feels comfortable all throughout the day, as opposed to just feeling like you're getting a tiny light hug on your calf all day long. Does that make sense? So for myself wearing these, I'm gonna give them like an 8 out of 10. The only thing is just that I can feel them on my calves a little bit. But as far as like for everyone else, I'm gonna give these like a 7 out of 10, because I do think they should increase the width of their calves in their boots, but they're just so cute. Like a very cute style. Really like the straight across top, like I mentioned. Comes in a bunch of different colors, so many different options, and really fast shipping. I appreciated that, but it's just, you know, I just wish they would do a little bit better. I'm of course being an extremely harsh critic because I'm trying to keep everyone else's needs in mind. I would say this is an option if you are 17-inch calves and under. Otherwise, maybe look for a different pair. Just being honest. Next up we have Vince Camuto. I think they started releasing their wide calf and extra wide calf boots around this time last year, I want to say, or maybe like summer of last year, and I tried a pair and I really like them. Honestly, they're the widest calf boots I have, so I was excited to try another pair that I see everyone talking about, and that is this pair, and these are called the Sangetti boot. These come in, I think, narrow calf, normal calf, wide calf, and extra wide calf. I got the extra wide calf just to be safe, and these are in the color reishi. They're a very kind of like suede, square toe, real cowboy type of boot. These do retail for $229, which is, I mean, hello? That is an insane price, but I understand that if you are investing in a higher quality brand, hopefully that means that these will last a little bit longer. But regardless, they are a nice suede. I decided to go for this pair, number one, because it was kind of all that was available in my size, and number two, because I just wanted to switch it up a little, you know? So it does have a pretty chunky, pretty high heel, at least for me, and then it has kind of like some cowboy boot details in the front, and then on the inside, I hate to announce that it does not have a full zipper all the way to the top. It just has this little like peekaboo zipper that goes, I don't know, halfway up, and it's just like, why? You were almost there. It also does have this elastic panel, same as the last pair, that gives you maybe an extra like inch or so, I would say. And these are a really cute pair of boots. Like, I am very, very curious to see how these are gonna fit. I can't even remember if the last pair that I got from Vince Camuto were a wide calf or an extra wide calf, but I got extra just to be sure based off of the size chart. And we're just gonna see what these look like. So they may be my new favorite pair of boots, or I may hate them, but we're gonna find out together. So let's see just how extra wide calf they are. I kind of already know these are going to be amazing because of the other pair that I tried on. However, the other pair that I tried on had the zipper all the way to the top. I'm not going to shut up about that in this video. I'm just not. Okay, let's put them on. They are really cute. And like with this outfit, I kind of did my thing picking this out today. Okay, here I go. Oh wow. Okay, the calf is wide, I will say. Honestly, that was like nothing. I honestly might have like gotten a size too big. Like, I probably could have gotten just the wide calf. I don't think I needed to go with the extra wide for these. So honestly, my judgments were very premature. Look at that. That was so easy. Beautiful. Now, would it have been that easy if I had gotten just the normal wide calf? Maybe not, I'm not sure, but these are so freaking cute. I right away am noticing how much taller the heel is than every other pair, but that aside, like, how fun and cute are these? It's kind of like a halfway between a fry boot and like a cowboy boot, like a kind of yeehaw sort of vibe, but like, I'm into that. And like, they feel comfortable. The bed of these has a little bit of cushioning. I will say, say like the toe part feels the stiffest of any of the shoes that I've tried on so far. So I do wonder if I would end up getting blisters in these. I don't know. I don't know if I would hang on to these or not, but there is like lots of extra room. So they get major brownie points for actually being extra wide calf. I'm gonna show you again just how much room I have in these. Like, look at this. There is so much space for my leg to move around, and that's how it should be. So for the actual fit of the wide calf, I'm gonna give these a 10 out of 10. Like, honestly, so iconic. For how cute they are, they get a 10 out of 10 as well, but what I will take off points for is the comfortability of them. I can feel that they're stiff right at the toe, and they're a high heel. So I don't think these would be like the most comfortable boot of all time, but everyone's level of comfortability is different. I'm focusing on like the actual width of the calf in these videos, not like the durability, how well they wear all day long type of thing. I just want to be able to find boots that actually fit wide calves. I don't think I'm gonna hang on to these just because of the comfortability, but like, what an amazing option. I'm a freaking baby when it comes to heels and just like discomfort in my feet, so most people would probably have a totally fine time with these, but they're probably not for me. But very cute and very wide calf. Last but not least, we have the brand Dolce Vita, which has been, I think, a relatively popular shoe brand for a long time, but recently they announced their release of wide calf boots. So I got initially very excited about it. I've seen a ton of influencers that I follow be sent these pairs of boots. These were not sent by the brand at all. I paid for all of these boots with my own money. I did decide to go for the most popular pair for this last pair, and these are called the Gyra boot, I believe, or Gyra. These are a really interesting, different style of boot. It's almost kind of giving me elf vibes a little bit, but also it's giving me like sexy grown in my 30s look. So this is a black leather. These are $250. So this is definitely the priciest of all of them. But I know a lot of people sing Dolce Vita's praises and how great of quality they have. So we will see about that. But this is what they look like. It has this cute little kind of pointy heel right here at the back, which is very different from what I usually go for. The heel isn't super high, so we'll see. It has kind of like a slightly squared toe. On the inside, it does have the full zipper panel all the way up, and then it does also have some elastic. And this has, again, maybe like an extra inch and a half of wide width. These boots come in standard, wide calf, and extra wide calf. So I ordered the wide calf because apparently according to the size chart, that is what I am. And I'm excited about that because that means people with calves bigger than mine will be able to wear extra wide calf. So that makes me really happy. We will see though. These are just like so fabulous and so different from what I would wear day to day. But if I like them, I may hang on to them. We'll see. I think I'm the most curious about these because they are the most hyped online of all of the pairs that I've shown you. So we will see how we end this off. I'm hoping that these are amazing and that I can recommend them to a lot of people so that you have the ability to get all of the cute, trendy boots that everyone else gets, but in wide calf and extra wide calf. So let's see. Okay, let's see how this goes with my little elf heels. These are so fun. I've seen so many people try these on and they're so cute. So let's see how they look on me. Let's slide my foot in. Okay. The foot's a little tight in there, but that's okay. Let's zip her up. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Absolutely not. I messed up here. Okay, let's do the other zip. I'm scared! I genuinely... It's pinching me. Ow! No. In what world? Oh, I'm sorry. Like, no. I'm gonna be so honest, like these are just an absolute miss for me. Here's the thing, okay? They look freaking amazing. Like they look so hot. They feel like I have a blood pressure monitor on my calves. Okay, maybe it's not that dramatic, but it is tight. And I'm starting to recall that I believe the extra wide calf in this size of all of these boots were sold out. So I was like, let me just try the wide calf because according to the size chart, it's like around the same size as my actual calves. And that was a huge mistake. That's my bad. That's user error. So if you have a similar calf size to mine, for sure go with the extra wide calf. I think I just thought I'll be fine and I wanted to get them in time for this video, but that was a mistake. The other thing is the actual foot of this is so tight, and like when I'm moving my foot, it feels like my entire leg is being constricted. Like it's really not a great time. And another thing I'm noticing, this is like honestly just a me thing, but because the boot heel is so tiny and slim, it looks amazing, but it is quite wobbly. Like the other ones that have more of a block heel are much easier to walk on and much cuter for when I'm like out in public and I'm not gonna look like, you know, like a T-Rex while I'm walking. So keep that in mind. But I mean, they are such a cute pair of boots. Like I love the way they look. 10 out of 10 for that, but like truly 4 out of 10 for how they feel. I am so disappointed. I can't believe that the least expensive boots are the ones that I'm gravitating towards the most, because I just thought these were going to be like the creme de la creme, but I was clearly wrong. I also kind of messed up with these. I think I thought I ordered an extra wide calf and then I forgot that I just went with wide calf, but still, if I have 17-inch calves and I'm having to order an extra wide calf, then what does someone who has 22-inch calves have to do? You know, they can't buy them. So that's just lame. I understand I'm asking a lot, but it really shouldn't even be a conversation. It should just be the norm. This is a very cute pair of boots. It's a very expensive pair of boots. I will be returning these because they are simply not in my size, but they are really gorgeous. The quality feels amazing. The actual like boot part, like the bottom where my foot goes into, feels decently comfortable as well. Like I don't think they would be awful to walk around in all day, but they're just not my size. So honestly, if I had to rank all of these, I would probably go with the Torrid boots being at number 1, the Target boots being at number 2, the Vince Camuto boots being number 3 for like the cuteness of it all and like the width of the calf, but not like the comfortability of the foot. Anyways, then the Journey Collection boots, then these Dolce Vitas. So very mixed bag here. The fact that there are so many wide calf options is great. Like I want to celebrate any progress, truly. So I think it's great that there are so many options, but if you're on the hunt, my thoughts are just go for Torrid. Honestly, the quality may not be as great, they may not last as long, so if you're in that boat, in that position, then maybe go for like a Dolce Vita or a Vince Camuto. But all of these are really cute options. They're just like different for every single person, so what may work for me may be completely different for you. If you feel drawn towards a pair, I would say go for it, but just gotta give you my honest opinion. You know, I think they were all good in their own ways, but some were a lot better than others. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Let me know if there are any other wide calf boots that you really love and recommend and want to see me try out. Maybe I'll do a part 2 to this video. I'm always on the hunt for cute boots, so definitely let me know in a comment below. As always, all of these items will be linked for you down in the description in case you want to check them out. Of course, please make sure to cross-reference with the size chart, the reviews, your own measurements, etc. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.